all my puzzle loving friends. Thank you so much for joining me this evening to go ahead and start working inside our border for our Scooby Doo puzzle. I completed the border. I did a time-lapse video. Please, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and view it to go ahead and just see how I got the border done. I kind of already started putting my puzzles in little groups, puzzle pieces in little groups, so it's easy for us to work it. I have like letters, we have our little tiny lettering to kind of just start working it to make it easy for us as we're going from outside in for our puzzle. So let's go ahead and get started. I just want to say hi to everybody again. Today, of course, we're going to do like we always do. We're going to have our Scooby Doo trivia. We're also going to go ahead and have some Mother's Day trivia. I know Mother's Day was last Sunday. I did take a break to go ahead and celebrate with my family, but I do want to go ahead and give some fun facts about the day as well. So let's go ahead. I have, like I mentioned, some little groups. I'm going to go ahead and start with some of our lettering here. It's some of our bigger lettering, so it's easy to go ahead and see like where would this go. So I'm going to go ahead and just get my group and see if I can go ahead and start putting it together. The lettering is the same, so we know that, or they should go together, but we do have several different liked wording throughout the puzzle. So we're going to go ahead and see if this goes together. So I'm just going to try to start seeing. See, very easy. It says like. So I'm looking also here at our puzzle, and it looks like it's going to be this like wow. This is the only one we have that is full and this big. The other one we have is way over here, but it has the robot head in front of it, so I know it's not going to be this one up here. We're going to be working on the one down here. So I'm going to go ahead and just start putting these pieces together, seeing where all this will fit. Okay. There we go. So we were able to go ahead and put the like together. Now we do have our border. So you want to go down looking at our puzzle box for reference to see where it's actually going to match onto. So here we have the like wow. Here we have the like half of the wow. So I'm going to go ahead and just connect these together. And there we go. We have another piece of and it goes there. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and start on, let's see, we have, like I said, we have little tiny groups right here. Let's start with these ones. This is another wording. This is not a word. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my trays. Again, I'm using my Ravensburger puzzle sorting trays. To me, they have been very easy to use. It keeps all my puzzle pieces kind of in the groups that I want them to be in, so I enjoy them very much. Hi Stacy, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. So let me go ahead and start getting into these. And again, just some trivia. Let's start. I don't know if you all know or I don't know how many episodes you all have seen of Scooby-Doo, but the only two characters that actually appeared in all episodes were Shaggy and Scooby. There were certain missions that not all the characters were a part of. So watching, I hope you go ahead and notice like, hey, it's only Scooby and Shaggy that are in every single episode. See, again, what we're working on with right now is it looks like it's this cool wording, but we do have several. We have this one up here and we have this one up here. So we're gonna see which one are we working with. I don't see, we also have one down here. So we're actually working with either one of these three. So we're gonna put them together here in the middle and then see where they will go on in our puzzle. Hello, Space Acid. Thank you for joining as well. With lots of comedies, I don't know if y'all noticed, they use laugh tracks. Of course, and what that is, it's just recording of people laughing, because of course lots of these shows and of course cartoons don't have people actually there while they're recording. So did you know that Scooby Doo was the first Saturday morning cartoon to feature a laugh track? I went and I double checked that just to make sure, and it was true. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually very interesting. That's something I did not know. Okay, so here I was able to figure out where the exclamation point is. So this is a good start to go ahead and start our cool. So we do have two different sizes. We have a bigger cool and then a smaller wording. So here it looks like I have the pieces for two different parts of the puzzle, which is great. So let's go ahead and start. So what I'm looking for is how all these are going to fit together. So let's go ahead and see. This one actually looks smaller. These may go together here. See, do I have another piece that these could fit with? Here we go. And then here. So here we're able to go ahead and get our first cool, our small lettering. It doesn't look like it's going to be the one here because it already has like an exclamation mark here, exclamation point here. So I'm just going to move this one to the side. We kind of started on that one, which is great. It actually looks like it's going to be the one down here because these two are bigger print. So we kind of know where this one's already going to go. It's going to go somewhere on this part of our puzzle. So next we're going to try to see how to put all this, if it's going to go here or if it's going to be the one that's going to go above. When I used to watch, or when I still do watch, Scooby Doo sometimes, one of my favorite lines is Velma when she's like, my glasses, I can't see without them. Well, because I wear glasses and I know exactly how that feels. But that actually wasn't written in the original screenplay or script. Actually, the person who spoke for Velma while they were doing their table reading for the first episode ever, she actually said, my glasses, I can't see without them, because she wore glasses and she couldn't see and she couldn't read the script. The writers actually thought it was so cute, they left it in, and it actually became one of her signature lines. So that's just a little kind of bit there that it wasn't actually written in. She just couldn't see without her glasses, and they thought that was cute, and they kept it in. So here we're just trying to see how all this would fit. I'm actually trying to find a match to this. See, there we go. So when I'm doing puzzles and I see, okay, I'm missing a piece like this one here. I try to look for pieces that have the same shape. And I'm trying to just see, okay, this is the only puzzle piece I have that look like they belong here with the same shape. And they do. So that's great. So I'm super excited about this. We're going to jump over now to some Mother's Day trivia. Of course, as we all know, Mother's Day is not on the same date every year. It's actually going to be the second Sunday of May. to me, that was, of course we all know that now, but when I was growing up, I always thought Mother's Day was on the same day as a child. So growing up, I was like, what do you mean it's not on the same day? And they're like, no, it's on the second Sunday. I was like, oh, okay. Well, wouldn't it be easier if it's just on the same day so you don't forget it, right? Believe me, I have experience of kids forgetting Mother's Day, so it'd be easier if it was just on the same day every year, right? There we go, another piece. Some just real quick history. I do love history. So quick history with Mother's Day. It was actually started by a lady named Anne Jarvis. Anne Jarvis, during the Civil War, wanted to go ahead and try to bring both sides together in friendship. Well, the mothers together in friendship. You know, they're both losing sons. They both knew how hard this was, how hard the war was. So she wanted to do something for the mothers. So she actually started a committee in 1868, and that committee started a Mother Friendship Day. That day actually became very popular. Here we go, we got another one. Again, we're putting all these big lettering together. And that day became a really important day to lots of the mothers, that her daughter wanted to go ahead and kind of honor her. So her daughter was actually named Anna Reeves Jarvis. Started the process to establish Mother's Day as an official holiday. The first Mother's Day was actually in 1908. It wasn't, at that time, it wasn't an official holiday yet. It wouldn't be until 1914, when Woodrow Wilson signed Mother's Day into law as the second Sunday of May. I just thought that was interesting. So here I have cool. I have my COOL. This is OO, so I know this part is not going to go with this part of my puzzle. This is probably going to go on the one on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that up there because I know it's going to go up there somewhere. Hey, Angel. Yes, Stacy, I agree. I think I am so happy it's on the weekend as well, because it gives us time to rest and not have to worry. But for a lot of us mothers, Mother's Day is also not a resting day. We still have to do certain chores and certain things, but I am glad it is on a weekend. Super excited for that. I'm gonna butcher this name, so I sincerely apologize. I do want to say hey to Urhi Yigir. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I apologize, but thank you for watching as well. I'm really hoping that I get this puzzle done so we can start our new puzzle. I just got it in. It's going to be a Titanic mystery puzzle. And what that means is, as we're putting the puzzle together, we're solving a mystery from the Titanic. And really quick, getting off this puzzle, the picture that will be on the box is not going to be the puzzle we're creating. We don't know what puzzle we're creating. There's no reference. As we're solving it, the puzzle, we're solving the mystery. So I'm really hoping y'all enjoy that. I'm excited, so I want to get this done quickly so we can start on that one already. And for those who did see my transition video, my video that we did the border, If you guys like those videos where I'm working and we just kind of speed it up, just kind of let me know in the comments or send me an email. I can go ahead and work on the puzzles during the week, kind of get most of it done, put it online. Y'all can watch it sped up while I'm doing it, and we can go live and we can do some of it together as well. That may help it go a little faster, and we can get a finished product sooner altogether. So just let me know in the comments or email me, and I will go ahead and do what you all want me to do. I am open, whatever you all want to go ahead and try. So now I'm going to go with my little wording here. I know this is always the easiest part of any puzzle you work, because we know where it's going to go. You know, we know where these pieces are going to fit. Looking at our box, we see it's here on the bottom. We know where it's going to go. So let's go ahead and start here. I have, as I've mentioned, I am a kid at heart, so I do really enjoy cartoons, and I really do enjoy, I really enjoyed Scooby Doo. It really brought a lot of memories, rewatching them for my puzzle. I used to watch them with my sister, especially the newer ones that were about, I would say, 2002 to 2006 they came out. But for being such a popular show, Scooby Doo, it had only 2 awards, and they were 2 actual nominations, not awards, I apologize, nominations, Daytime Emmy nominations. And for being such a recognized show, airing from 1960 to even now, they're still airing them, only getting 2 nominations was a surprise to me. And those 2 nominations were one in 1990 for a pup named Scooby Doo, and another in 2003, and that was for voice actor Mindy Kahn. She actually voiced Velma, and it was for outstanding performance in an animated program. So I was a little surprised that they don't have more nominations or any awards to go ahead and say, oh yeah, we won this, because it's a really good show. You know, they have great storyline, great characters, and characters that last. So that one did surprise me a little bit. So now we're gonna go ahead and do, now I'm just looking, because those were like the kind of little groups that I was able to go ahead and put aside. So now I'm gonna look to see if I can kind of just catch anything that jumps out to me of where something goes. So I'm just looking, I am looking here at the booths. So we know I'm gonna have some stuff that goes here. So that's what I'm gonna look for first. It's actually right next to it. There we have one. And then we have, let's see, this one does not go there. I wanna make sure that we don't force the pieces in. Excuse me, because then we might damage our puzzle piece, and we don't want to damage that puzzle piece. So, and there we go. So we already have, see, it's slowly coming together fairly quickly. I actually did put some pizza pieces to the side to see if we can kind of find where these go. I want to go ahead and make sure we get our pizza working or done. Let's see. We have this wow. We have wow here. There we go. We're starting to get our borders done. Super excited. So we're gonna go back to Mother's Day trivia really quick. Anna Jarvis, once she created or established Mother's Day as an official holiday, the carnation, the flower carnation, actually had a very special meaning to her. It was one of her mother's favorite flowers, and she started using it as a way to kind of let people know if your mother was still with us or if she passed on. So back in the olden days, not really olden days, early 1900s, if you wore a red carnation, your mother was still with us. She was still living. If you wore a white carnation, it let everybody know that your mother had passed. So I thought that was a really interesting bit of information. That's something I didn't know. And I thought, like, wow, that's something that I haven't heard of. And carnations being those flowers that I think they're beautiful. I like carnations, but a lot of people say they're a cheap flower. But I thought, hey, that's a very cool way to go ahead and let people know, like, hey, my mother's with me, or I'm still celebrating, but she's no longer with us any longer. So right now, I'm gonna see, I have a pizza down here. I'm gonna see if my pizza will fit in this area. Hopefully it does. Let's see. No. We have pepperoni here. Ah, there we go. So now let's just check, see if this one goes anywhere. Here. Also, a quick fact about Scooby Doo. Back to Scooby Doo. I don't know if y'all knew that Scooby Doo is actually a triplet. He has 2 other brothers. They all are identical. His brothers are Skippy Doo and Dooby Doo. That I didn't know. I knew he had brothers, but I didn't know they were triplets. And also, speaking of Scooby, he will always be a 7-year-old pup. They really don't celebrate his birthday. I think reading, they've only celebrated it a couple of times. So he'll always be 7-year-old dog in history. One of the best. He's my favorite. I love Great Danes. I think they're beautiful animals. And the funny thing with how Scooby-Doo was drawn, the person who actually created Scooby-Doo was Takamoto. He was an employee for Hanna-Barbera, the people who actually aired or created Scooby-Doo episodes. Well, he asked one of his fellow employees, who actually breeded Great Danes, what the perfect Great Dane would look like. They told him exactly what he thought as a breeder, what a perfect Great Dane would be, and he drew the opposite of that. And that's where we get Scooby Doo. The opposite of how the greatest Great Dane would look. Scooby Doo. When I read that, that did make me chuckle. I'm like, what? I think Scooby Doo is amazing. What do you mean? Okay, so now I'm going to try to work on our Scooby Doo on the bottom. Get that working. Get it together. Let's see. So you can kind of see where all the pieces should go. We have the 2 O's in Scooby and Doo. So we kind of know these are going to go here. We have Doo. And it's okay, like, to work little separate sections. And then as you're putting it, as it's coming together, you'll just kind of fit them in where they go. That's how I like to work my puzzle. I will, if I see something, I'm like, oh, it looks like those 4 will go together. Like here, I'll put them together. I know those 2, and I'll just put them to the side. And as I'm creating the rest of the puzzle, I'll go ahead and put it where it has to go. So let's go ahead and work on this Scooby. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. It's been a busy weekend for me already. I hope you've all had a more relaxing day than I have. See, we're slowly seeing where the Scooby Doo will start coming together. And a little bit more Scooby Doo trivia. The voice of Scooby actually will also, or he also speaks for Scrappy. And for all you 80s babies out there, he was also the voice of Papa Smurf. And the voice actor is Don Missick. He's voiced Scooby and Scrappy and Papa Smurf for over, what I read was about 20 to 30 years. So he voiced them for a very long time. Not as long though as voice actor Frank Welker, I think that's how you pronounce it. He actually voiced Fred Jones for more than 50 years. He also has about 850, I want to say, acting credits in his name. And he started speaking for Fred when he was about 23. So for 50 years, having a job, that's job security right there. All you kids become voice actors. No, just kidding. So here I'm still trying to figure out how all this will go ahead and go together. Looking at, this looks like this could be the S, but we already started, so it's gonna go somewhere, I would say over here, because I have the C and the S. See, that one's a little confusing. Here we have again, we have an exclamation mark, so we know that goes at the end. Awesome there. So let's see, here we have the TM, and looking at our box, we know it's gonna go on top, so I know that's gonna go right there. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Now we have these little tiny fragments that we know go here. We just need to see, okay, where do these go? So there we have the do, part of the D. I'm gonna switch back to Mother's Day trivia. And I just was wanting to see if you all knew that of all the holidays we have, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Halloween, every holiday, that more calls are made on Mother's Day than any other day. That one doesn't surprise me. You know, if you can't be there with your mom, you want to make sure you call her. So I'm not surprised that the most calls are made on Mother's Day. Okay. So now we're just trying to see how all this will be put together. So there we go. We have the top of our B right here. Awesome. And again, I'm gonna just give a shout out to my gloves. I really, really love these gloves. They're my favorite, my Pride and Prejudice gloves. So I'm super excited to wear them. I actually ordered a few other gloves, hoping they come in soon. I do enjoy gloves, especially in my house. Sometimes it does get rather cold, so wearing the gloves does keep me warm. So go, no, there we go. We almost have the whole Scooby. What I don't see here, need the other part of the Y. And there we go. Was able to connect it together. Super excited about that. And nope. Yes. I've actually done so much more of this puzzle during this streaming than I have in any of the others. I was so happy, super excited for that. And let's see where these go. I think this goes down here. Yes, it does. This one's still bothering me very much. So where does it go? This one, maybe anything. We don't have any more really on the bottom. Ah, we have this one here, this part of the S. There we go. And then, nope. Looking for anything that may need. There, that part of the S. And there we did it. So I do need to go back into this one. Here's where I have lots of my pieces that go right out or are part of this border. I put the Scooby in here because it's right under our border, just so I can locate the rest of the Scooby Doo. But having this one is a great start because now we kind of know where, like, it should go somewhere around here. So it's going to be easy for me to go ahead and fit in the pieces here. Thank you for joining, Mr. Clutchaholic. Everything's going great. I appreciate it. And for all you watching now, if you are fans of Call of Duty, please watch Mr. Clutchaholic on Twitch. Go ahead and follow. He'll let you all know when he goes live. Very interesting. I've tried to watch it a few times. It's a little violent for me, but I am a big wuss, so please don't go by what I say. I'm a big wuss with stuff. But if you enjoy Call of Duty, it's a great channel to watch. It's amazing. If I wasn't such a weakling, I'd watch it all the time. So today we've done a lot of the puzzle. We got almost this whole section done. Here we got done. We got our Scooby Doo done. We found a few pieces that will go on our edge. As you all like to know, I don't like to keep you too long. I know you all, it's your Saturday and we all have to go enjoy anything you have planned today. I really appreciate you taking this time to join me for my love of puzzles. I hope you guys had a great time with me today. Please go ahead and again put in the comments or email me at crazyforpuzzles@gmail.com to let me know what you all prefer. Do you prefer doing these lives together and doing the puzzles as a group? Or I can go ahead and do that, those little tiny videos, put them together, speed them up as you watch me create the puzzle. And when we come back together at the end of the week, we can go ahead and work it out, what we have left. So just let me know which one you all prefer. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate your time for spending a few minutes with me today. If you do like my video, please go ahead, press that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Tell all your friends to subscribe and watch, especially if they enjoy puzzles as much as I do. Again, you all have a great evening and thank you so much. Have a great weekend.